and it stopped raining for 10 minutes, half an hour or something. You can see it's still wet, but anyway, I am down in the garage, gonna try and make first one and then obviously another one, but trying to make a strawberry planter upright, cutting a bunch of slots in, then using a heat gun to soften the plastic, sticking a wine bottle in there or something similar to stretch and create little pockets for the plants to be basically planted in and hanging over the edge. So strawberries will then be growing out the sides of this whole tub barrel. That's for Sarah, my friend, so we'll see what comes out of this. Hopefully it'll be successful, fingers crossed. Guess time to start. Let's start with measuring. Right, so first things first, easy enough, just go side to side. There's a mark, there's a mark, go cross over, same thing. An approximation is good enough in this garden barrel. There, then you go quarters, roughly there and there. The same there. Stupid. Yeah. Okay. sweet Thai chili sauce. That's going to do the magic, we hope. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but we'll give it a go. We will give this a go and see. Come on. Right, that didn't work. Plan B, start again. Except we need a sharp tool to open the slit. Let's try it again. I think a bigger gas gun will be a good thing as well. Try that again. Bottle in. Oh, shit. And that, I think, is how you do it. Right. Let's see if this stays. Right, so this wants the bottle in there for a bit longer. I think having lots of bottles is a better idea. You can heat them up, put the bottles in and forget about them and leave them to cool off. I'm working with one bottle now, which is no good. And you don't want to drop the bottle inside either, because you're not going to get it out until you cut the top off, which is where the soil will go into. A roofing torch will be a much better option. I don't have a roofing torch. And obviously a lot more gas. Let's leave this one alone and see what happens. I have Wyndham Estate Shiraz from 2002. That's what, 24 years old, I guess. And a Blossom Hill California Red Can't even see the date on this age. Smooth and mellow. It was probably meant to have been drunk within an hour of buying. That's alright. It'll work well here. Let's see. Next one to do. There you go. That works. Right, the rest of them Sarah and I can do together. So she has some purchase or some investment in it as well. I think that's going to work just right. For now, I've got to start polishing a whole lot of car parts so I can sell them, put them on the market, and buy alloy wheels instead. Rightio, last job. Get a cable and cut a little doorway in here. Pedro's supervising here. Pedro's is also in the video. Cut basically an inspection pit, but what I'm going to do is leave two little tabs so that this doesn't come off. I'm going to cut it open in three sides and then make this like a little hinge. So you can open this, put a couple of drums in there, 20-litre drums on top of each other, just to displace some of the space, and then fill it in with soil. I might even suggest to Sarah that she uses shadow netting on the inside. We cover the whole thing in shadow netting so that these pockets, when you put the soil in, the pockets don't lose all the soil. So then all you do is you slit a hole into it, and you put your seedlings. What are they gonna be? I suppose runners for a strawberry. You put your runners in so that they can grow out, and obviously you have a crop coming out the side. So yeah, last job. Quickly cut a hole in the top here, and then we're done. I think. Always think of shit afterwards. Right, Pedro, give me a minute, I'll be done just now. I can't help it, I have to do these things. Keep busy. And I'm doing it rough.
I'm going to siesta.
You're going to sleep, siesta time. All right, Pedro.
Siesta time.
Being as Spanish as he is, Pedro does like to go for a siesta in the afternoon and in the evening, to be honest. But I don't mind. It's his life. He can do what he wants and likes to do. Right, now I must just remember that when I come to the one side here, as you can see, when I come to the one side, not to drop the whole thing out completely, but rather to cut a couple of slits. And what I'll do, because I'm stupid enough to do it the wrong way, I'll use a red marker and just mark two sections that hopefully I'll remember. I'll probably end up using a jigsaw here. So I'll just drop that section up to there and there. Very unscientific. All the guys with OCD are freaking out, I suspect. Right, next job, get a saw. my shitty saw. This is not quite dead, but it's definitely had more than its fair share of abuse. I think I lent it out to a certain neighbor who dropped it. So the table is squiff, and it's just ever so slightly insecure now, or not insecure, but inaccurate. Yeah, let's go for it and see what happens. If this doesn't snap, then we're doing good, because then you don't get all the excess water running in here when it rains, but rather a controlled watering system. Also, I'm going to try this. If it does snap, I'll just make a couple of small hinges to fit. Well, I think that will work. So you basically have enough space to get displacement drums in there. Cool. Chuffed. Last job will be vacuum cleaning this whole lot of shit. Sarah should have been here to do her own cleaning up, but she's got a flat wheel on one of her motorcycles. She's been out riding today. It's where are we now? Toward the end of February, and to be honest, in some parts of the country it's snowing. It was raining here earlier this morning, and she lives about, I don't know, 10 miles, 8 miles from where I live. But she's been out on a motorcycle all day. It looks like shit because she cleaned it yesterday and took it out riding today, and of course not everywhere is dry. And then she picked up a puncture, which is kind of rubbish. But she's got a recovery service, so she's getting picked up. Right, just realized something else I need to do. Drill a couple of big holes in here. That shouldn't be too difficult. One of these, one of these. I do love when I've got tools that I've bought for various reasons and I get to use them. That should be enough holes. I've also got slits that I cut down the bottom here. So that's part of the drainage plan, is having some slits right at the bottom. I think that's enough. Get this battery charged up as well while I'm at it. That's good enough. Vacuum cleaner next.